In a game that allows you to use 3 characters, you should use 3 characters. You see, Jing Yuan has an issue with being underwhelming. Like, you guys, I think a lot of the community is really underestimating the character design in Wuthering Waves. A lot of people are going to be focusing on whether they should summon for the characters on this patch or whether they should skip for the next patch.
I'm trying to get it done right now. Everybody worry about the crown being. Look, homie, I'm the man right now. Talking to a peon, kind of time we on. Don't roll like the kind of take eons. Got a little buzz, it's time to go beyond. Can't look back, no time to hit.
Whether it's the red hair or the elf ears or the killer instinct, Yinlin is shaping up to be one of my most anticipated characters of all time in all of gacha history, from Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and Wuthering Waves, and even ZZZ. Well, why am I excited for her? You see, it comes down to 2 things. The first one is her kit and her playstyle, which I'll explain later on in the video, and her aesthetics, which is like 60-40 in terms of like aesthetics and gameplay, which she is a 10 out of 10. Now, in my opinion, why am I excited for her gameplay? So why am I excited for Yinlin? Or why should you pull Yinlin? And probably if you're free to play, skip Jian. Well, first of all, Jian is a guy, is a dude, and we all know, like, if you want a dude, you can already get Calcharo, which I would assume you are getting Calcharo from the standard banner. If we get a standard banner character, you know, you should get him, not just because of the, just meta and strength, but also because I guarantee you after 1 or 2 patches, all the characters from the standard banner will be power creeped. And this is something that I want to talk about in the next video, which is power creep. But for now, let's talk about why Yinlin is so powerful in my opinion, and why I think she will be so valuable. So that comes down to one thing, and it is her off-field damage capabilities. And what I mean off-field damage, I mean she can swap back, you can swap to a character and still deal damage. And that in itself, you might say, okay, maybe she doesn't do as much damage, or maybe I just want to use one character and destroy all content in the game. And well, you are, free to do whatever you want. In a game that allows you to use 3 characters, you should use 3 characters. I think it'll be more fun to use 3 characters rather than 1 character. It's like going to Elden Ring, it's like playing Elden Ring, using 1 weapon, not using any potions, not even using any sort of buff. Well, it is fun because, like, in my Elden Ring playthroughs, I use the Great Sword, and only the Great Sword, and I just destroy everything in the game. And I think, okay, players can do that. But if you can use other characters as well to help, like, deal damage and survive and just do other stuff, I think that you should focus in the beginning of the game on fun to play. And if Jian is fun, you can go and get him, or if, like, the other, like, chick from the standard banner is also good, you can just, or you like her, go for her. But when you choose the standard banner character, make sure to choose one that you like. But if there is a standard banner selector. But for now, I don't think it's confirmed. A lot of people say that it is or not. I don't know. Make sure to choose right. Now, in terms of why Yinlin is going to be so powerful, well, obviously she's hot, she's powerful, she does a lot of damage, there's a lot of synergy with other characters. Like, in my opinion, I am going to be using Calcharo, and I'm going to be using her on the same team. Now, the third option, I don't know yet, but I'm probably going to be using, I'll try out other teams, but these are like my two main characters that I will be using in the game. And I will be completely skipping Jian. And first of all, Jian is going to be like, well, in my opinion, Jian is going to be like our general, Jing Yuan. They basically have the same name. Like, I am a Jing Yuan main, and still, I recognize the flaws in Jing Yuan, and after Acheron came out, he completely got power creep. Like, there is no reason to use Jing Yuan if you have Acheron. There is absolutely reason to use him, and I never used him ever since I got Acheron. So one of the main reasons, so I think Gion will be the same thing, where also like there is a massive flaw with Gion that I will be talking about in another video, which is the whole, I'll just cover it here just a little briefly, which is his massive attacks, AoE. Like you can't see shit and you will die because of that. Like his animations are too much for the game to be, which will make it harder for the game. Like unless he has damage resistance and healing and like self-sustaining, he will suffer from having, from playing. This is an issue. I'll talk about it later. For now, I'd like to talk about Yinlin, which is, in my opinion, is going to be one of the most popular characters in Wuthering Waves. And like for me, she hits all the like, you know, the check marks, like red hair, electricidium, elf, other stuff like just strong off-field. I love off-field damage dealers. Star Rail, they had the whole off-field damage, which is follow-up attacks, and then you have Genshin, which one of my favorite teams of like in Genshin is a complete team that has not follow-up attacks, but AoE and off-field damage. Those are my like top teams in like Star Rail and Genshin. So in terms, like I said, Yinlin, 100, you must 100%. I cannot see them release any characters after Yinlin in terms of just like the next patch or the patch after that patch, where it's just hotter or stronger. Like stronger, okay, they will release stronger characters. They will release better characters. But for now, like I said, Yinlin is shaping up to be one of my most anticipated characters. Off-field damage, looks good, plays good. Maybe not plays good too much because a lot of her damage is off-field, so you're gonna have to like swap to another character, which is amazing, by the way. Like, not having like this will extend how much you get to play with her before you get bored from playing with her. And like I said, I'm a complete casual. Like from now on, I'm only gonna make guides like this where it's more casual, where I talk about whether you should summon a character for the looks, aesthetics, the gameplay, like Genshin Impact. In Genshin Impact, if you want to do like theory crafting and like make damage-based numbers or like guides, I think that you don't need to. Like if you got Arlecchino, perfectly fine, very strong, very good. If you want to get Chlorand, obviously, like there is no choice for you to like in Genshin Impact right now. If you are playing Genshin Impact, you are 100% going to get the characters. But in terms of Wuthering Waves now, a lot of people are going to be focusing on whether they should summon for the characters on this patch or whether they should skip for the next patch, because we all saw what Star Rail did with Seela and Jinyuan, and then they released after that some of the two strongest characters in the game, which is like Lochamp and, I might be wrong, maybe Silverwolf was before Locha and Kafka, but it was either Blade, Silverwolf, Locha, and Kafka, all top tier characters overall. Like maybe Silverwolf, she fell off, but you can still use her. You can use her with Acheron. I use her with Acheron, and she's perfectly fine. Either way, I just wanted to say my thoughts on Yinlin and why you should get her, like 100%. And if you do not agree with me, you are crazy. Like she is literally one of the hottest characters to ever be made. Like you guys, I think a lot of the community is really underestimating the character design in Wuthering Waves. Like yeah, maybe the 4 stars and a lot of the old character designs are bad. But believe me when I say, some of the new characters and new 5-star characters and weapons will be top tier 100%. That's as soon as they start releasing white-haired characters, because Wuthering Waves will be coming soon, and so am I. Subscribe for more.